was this time? This period was the period of technology and science, and trains were running on the track in England. That is why it was quite obvious for a signal man. That obvious means which is obvious? That too much stress and strain for a signal man. And this is his duty. But if we analyze him personally, we find him quite a responsible person. That means all the signal men, they are all responsible. It doesn't happen. But he is too responsible. That is why all the time he is so cautious. After a few minutes, he gets up and once again he reaches at the doorstep, or here and there, left and right side and left side, he is watching any train is coming or not. So unnecessary, you can say that unnecessary stress he is carrying, and as consequence he is overpowered by some sort of illusion or hallucination. He is overpowered by hallucination or illusion. He is in state of illusion or hallucination. Hallucination means, that means actually it is not happening. The other person who is just sitting in front of me or standing in front of me, or he is present in the same place inside the room or outside, he or she is not seeing the thing, but I am watching, I am seeing. That means what is the difference? That the difference is my mental state. He is not seeing the thing, or who is present. He is standing beside me or sitting in front of me, but I am seeing. I am seeing a vision. That means I am stressed. So the same thing, the signal man, he becomes a victim of overloading, or he becomes a victim of the time. Time means the period. A desolate place, so lonely, abandoned place. He is all alone in his cabin. No neighbor, nobody is there to talk, to share his feelings. That is why his loneliness haunts him. And this haunting he sees as vision, or that ghostly figure. What is the reality? It is vague in the story. The author, he has left it on the readers, what we think about the vision, the ghostly figure, the signal man, where he mentions here as the spectre, means ghost. More than 2 times he has used this term spectre. That what is actually this spectre is? What does it mean? Does he see any figure, any spectre, or any vision? That nobody knows. But his death is unnatural. His death is really unnatural. Why? Because he could not hear the alarm of the driver. At the end of the story, in the concluding part of the story, you see, open page 19, page 19. At the bottom, on page number 23. Page 23, open page 23. Coming round the curve in the tunnel, "Sir," he said, "I saw him at the end." Who is the speaker here? The driver. He is the speaker. I saw him at the end, like as if I saw him down a perspective glass. There was no time to check speed, and I knew him to be very careful. The driver says, I know him, he is very responsible person. But I don't know what happened today with him. I was waving my hand, I was shouting, but he could not listen to my sound, listen to my alarm. As he didn't seem to take heed of the whistle, I shut it off where we were running down upon him. Then the accident took place because the driver, he became helpless, and called to him as loud as I could call, what did you say? Then the protagonist or the narrator, now he becomes curious to know, what did you say? Why he is asking? Because he wants to match the version. He wants to tally the version. He wants to recall the version of the signalman. So he wants to match the version between the signalman and the driver. Then that is why he is asking, what did you say? I said, below there, look out, look out. For God's sake, clear the way. I started. Now the narrator is astonished. He is very much astonished to listen to the version of the driver, the same version what the signalman used to present before the narrator. So you can say that this is a mysterious story of Dickens, which presents a character or the author has presented a character of a signalman, and the character, the signalman's character, it is also mysterious character. The narrator at the end of the story, he himself explores, or he himself tries to explore the character of the signalman. Or you can say the narrator, he is the mouthpiece of Charles Dickens. Narrator is the mouthpiece of Charles Dickens. That is why Dickens wants to explore, still he wants to explore the world, the contemporary world, when he wrote this story. So guys, this is the analysis, or you can say that analysis of the character of the signalman, and this is the critical study of the story Signalman, which is written by Charles Dickens, one of the renowned and famous authors or novelists of Victorian era, and he has presented the story and the characters, the narrator also, the signalman also, with an outstanding and superb manner. It is quite the story, the mystery, you can say the suspicious materials, those are awesome and superb. So guys, this is the critical study of the story. I think you have understood, and accordingly you just go through the story once again, at least for 2 times you read the story, and after that once again in my coming lecture, I am not telling you that which day, in my coming lecture I will give you some questions, critical, that means after critical studies of the story, I will give you some questions you have to solve. Okay.